All right, if you are watching the recording here, make sure that you do open up the note worksheet. I believe it says 113 warm up. It's got 3 blank graphs on it, and that's what we are going to start with here. Let me get my mug out of here. Okay. So here's the first one. I'll give you some time. Do it. Give me about 2-3 minutes, depending on the problem. Don't forget about dotted solid lines when you're doing this. And then don't forget to shade because it's an inequality. You can spin your computer around once you have it. Now you have to look at it. All right, for this one, and our quiz is going to be focused on ones that are already in slope-intercept form. Okay, so y-intercept's 3. The slope is the 2/3. That means I go up 2, right 3. And 2, right 3. I make my other point. And then if I'm doing it by hand, I want to make sure that I make extra points. So I'm going to go down and left. What type of line? So look at this inequality. What type of line would I use, dotted or solid? Solid line. In which way would that one be shaded, up or down? Down. Okay, so do our solid line. And then shaded down would be this side. And remember, that is all the data points that are in that shaded area are considered solutions. It's not just one data point that's a solution. There's an infinite number of them. Okay? All right, let's look at our second one here. This one is a system. The only thing that means is you're graphing 2 of them on the same graph. Okay, 2 on the same graph. Again, don't forget about your dotted solid line.
She's like, I have a pocket. I can break my phone.
I did that too when I was
Yeah, I'm excited. I don't see anything to be excited about.
Alrighty. Remember to go one at a time. So this first one I'm going to put in red. Y-intercept's 1. Slope is also 1. So 1 over 1, that'd be up 1, right 1. Up 1, right 1. And I'm going to do that and fill my graph up. What type of line would that top one use, dotted or solid? Solid line. Make sure. I keep pushing the wrong buttons. I apologize. There's my solid line. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, go to the next one. I'm going to put that one in blue, and I'm going to do my shading last because that tends to be how it was making more sense as I went throughout the day for more people, especially on Alex. Y-intercept's -3. Slope is 5 over 1. So that's up 5, right 1, and that's the only one I can fit on there. What type of line does the blue one need, dotted or solid? Dotted line. So just make sure that doesn't look dotted. Okay, just make sure you're making a dotted line. Okay, and now I'm going to work through my shading. Okay, my top equation was my red line, the solid one, and there's the inequality. Which way would that one be shaded, up or down? Be shaded down. So I know on the red line, it's down. So I'm looking somewhere over here. Okay, but I don't know where because that gets split up by this blue one. Okay, for the blue line, where's that one get shaded, up or down? Up. Well, up for the blue line's over here, so this would be the pie that we shaded. Okay. Just to make sure we talk about it, are like this point right here that's on the dotted line right here. Is that considered a solution? No, because it's on a dotted line. What about this one right here that's on a solid line? Is that considered a solution? Yes, right? What about this one right here that's in between the two? Where they intersect, would that be considered a solution? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Where do you believe? Okay, now, here's a question. Is it on a dotted line? Is this point right here on a dotted line? Yeah, so that means it's automatically not a solution. Okay, so being on the dotted line trumps that. that the fact that it's also on a solid line. Remember, it's got to work for both. Okay, and then all these points in the shaded area, those would be solutions. All right, last one, be what we did yesterday. That is systems of equations. There should be no shading on these because those are equal signs. Make sure you make extra points so that you know exactly where those intersect. Graph both of them on the same graph. It'll be about 3 minutes.
No one ever seems to be digging. Instead, they're looking up towards the heavens with their eyes on the heavens. The shadows on the way to the heavens. Enough to make me cry. That don't seem like it will make me feel better. The answers could be found. We could love and dig it down. But no one ever seems to be digging. Instead, they'll say, well, how could we have known? I'll tell them it's not so hard to tell. So the water won't be lost in the well. No one ever seems to listen. They talk about the plans on the people building up from the people. The shadows from the scrapers on the river. It's enough to make me sigh. That don't seem like it will make you feel better. The words are all around, but the words are only sounds. No one ever seems to listen. Instead, they'll say, it's really not so hard to tell. That is no still aware, not still aware.
Okay, here's something cool so you might want to keep listening.
All righty. Remember, you're going to do these one at a time. Okay. And again, remember that you do not do shading because these are equal signs. So I'm going to make that one in red. Okay. It's already in slope intercept. Does it have to be already in slope intercept? Like, can I give you a problem that is not in slope intercept and do this? Yes. You would just have to do the work of solving it. Okay, so red, y-intercept's -4. Slope is 1/3. Up 1, right 3. Oh yeah. Up 1, right 3. Down 1, left 3. Now the one thing that's nice on Alex is that once you click that second point, it just pops that whole line up for you. Okay, and then I just need to draw this line. And one of those data points that I just put on there is going to be the one where they intersect. Go to the next line. Y-intercept's +4. Okay, now this one's negative. Be careful that you see that. So this would be down 7, right 3. So down 7, right 3, they intersect right there. And I like to circle that point because that one works on both. Best here. Not perfect, but it's there. The last thing that we need to do then, and the most important because we're trying to give a solution, is we're going to name what this data point is. Okay. Remember, it's named X, comma, Y. So you got to write the X coordinate down first. So my X coordinate is positive 3. The Y coordinate is negative 3. Okay, and I'm done. Okay. Now, we're not going to be able to get into a lot of it, okay, because we don't have so many lessons in the 9 weeks. But this is actually used as a nice visual in a business setting of knowing when what's called a break-even point is. Okay, a break-even point, like let's say I'm selling T-shirts. Okay, it costs me $5 to produce this T-shirt, right? To make it happen, and then I sell it. I go off and I'm selling it for $10. Okay, you guys follow me so far? Well, typically in a business, there's more cost than just like what I'm paying for the T-shirt. Okay, I'm paying for a whole bunch of other things. Those are expenses. Okay, and I want to be able to make sure I compare my expenses to my income, the amount of money that's coming in, okay, to my company. If I'm going to set a price to try to make a profit, I better know how long it takes me to break even. And break even means what I'm paying to make these shirts happen and what I'm selling the shirts for finally equal each other. I don't have a profit yet, but I know that's how long it's going to take to start making a profit. And then anything after that becomes profit, money in my pocket. Right? So that's one of the areas that if we had the time, we would dig into a little bit more of those types of problems. We just don't have the time. Okay. Now, what you guys need to do right now is you're going to complete that review worksheet. I want to make sure that you have this stuff down. Okay. So the answers are on the review sheet, the review worksheet. Okay. Looks like this. Okay. So make sure that you are getting this done. The answers are on there. Okay. When you are done, make sure you take care of any missing work, and then you can get on Alex to complete that quiz. The quiz is only 5 questions. Okay. Just like what we're seeing here. Any questions at all? Okay. So let's get rolling. And I'll be coming around to help you out. Cool, Michael.